Welcome back to the Closing Laps podcast. I'm Matt from Breakheart, joined once again by Cam, former NASCAR Jackman. How are you doing, Cam?
I'm good. How are you, sir?
I can't complain other than the fact that we had to watch Dover today, and Dover hasn't been one of my favorite races for a while, and it certainly wasn't a favorite race this weekend either.
Yeah, Dover was my MJ flu race. So,
Oh, was it?
yeah, my first year, I got absolutely sick, and unfortunately, it wasn't alcohol sick. It was just sick,
Just sick. Just a nice summer
and
sickness.
yeah, I was throwing up all day, couldn't eat, was pooping water
Oh,
essentially, right?
the SCG Mexico special, yes.
Yeah,
hmm
and literally had to go out there and pit a car while doing that, so that was fun. Um,
At least porta potties are conveniently located in the pit area.
Not really.
No, well, if you're like every 10 stalls, they're conveniently located.
Yeah, it also
Yes.
depends on what track you're at, and Dover's okay about it, but not great about it. So,
And that's your porta potty update for Rover. In case anybody was wondering, if you have a hot pass for next year, uh,
yeah,
come prepared.
not my
So
favorite track on the circuit.
um, yeah, so we had Denny Hamlin goes to victory lane. We'll switch topics here. Denny Hamlin wins the race, his fourth win of the season, third win, I think they said at Dover. Definitely went back to back, won this race last year as well. This race moved from April of last year to July of this year to try to avoid the rain. And guess what? It
Still
still
wait.
rained. Yeah, overall, I think we both kind of agree that this was not a good race. And I think there's a couple of things that go into it. One, tires. We talked about that before we hopped on here. And I will say this about the tires. They brought a tire that had literally never been tested before. They came to this track, never tire tested it, didn't get any practice or qualifying in on it, just went straight into the race. Hey, we're going to figure this out. And for the most part, it was fine. It laid rubber. I'll give it that. It didn't have the fall off necessarily. I think everybody was maybe hoping for. The
Yeah,
corded tires of AJ were
it
bizarre
burned him
looking.
twice, didn't it?
Yeah, yeah. Like it just,
Wild.
if you didn't see it, it just kind of unwound itself. That's
Yeah,
really, like, that's the best way to explain it
I,
there. We've
the,
seen that happen before, but
yeah. The second time it happened, I thought they were playing a replay
same.
from the beginning of the race.
I was like, didn't we see this already? Like, oh yeah, we did, but like it's happening
Again.
again here. Uh, I don't know if you noticed this at the start of the race when they rolled the grid and they were going through the rundown. Shane Van Gisbergen started P6, obviously set by the metric. Started P6, and the picture they put up for him was JJ Yeley,
Was it
who's
JJ? I didn't realize it
yeah,
was JJ. I knew it was somebody else. I didn't realize it was JJ.
yeah, it's JJ Yeley, who is very much one, not New Zealand, not from New Zealand, and two, does not drive the 88 car, and he drives the
Or
44, which is half of 88.
yeah.
So
I
there's
mean, they
that.
got that going for him at least, right? I mean, at least it's like half.
That was a very NASCAR on Fox move by them.
It's been very NASCAR on Fox, period.
It has been, and it's so frustrating. They
We're
the,
gonna talk about this every week, aren't we?
one more week. Next week's their last race, and then we go to NBC,
I was about to say, then we go to NBC, right?
which is going to have everybody in the comments being like, "I'm so tired of hearing this British guy talk," even though Lee Diffie's Australian. But
And Lee Diffie's probably the number one commentator in NASCAR right now.
the hands down, probably the best at it, especially at calling the end of races. There's
Yeah.
nobody better than him
No.
at the moment. So yeah, they had Shane Van Gisbergen as JJ Yeley. Halloween's coming up, I guess. So maybe that's what SVG can be for Halloween.
We're a
He
couple months
started,
away, but yeah.
yeah, he started P6, immediately faded. He was like 31st on the second lap of the race. Had a right front issue puncture. Obviously had something else go on there because he finished the race 7 laps down, and he's not 7 laps off the pace in terms of speed. So that was a bummer for him. But this race didn't
But,
have the
but
most.
here's the thing: if you think about it, from that he went 4 laps down, right?
Yeah,
And then over the course of the race, he lost 3 more laps. Which, I mean, heck, there was one stage where the whole field got lapped.
yeah,
Right.
because of the stage or the way that the pit cycle played out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like that helped. That added. So I mean, if you think about it, he wasn't 7 laps off the pace. He was more like 3, which
Yeah.
pretty much everyone from like 15th on was around there.
Yeah, it was not a banner day for competition at the front. So, yeah, we had the top 20 cars were on the lead lap, which is kind of skewed because of the free pass
Yeah,
with
the
everybody
wiggle room.
cycling through, and then that. Ultimately, like 3 laps down would have been 26, which is kind of where his average finish has been at recently on ovals. He gets credited with a 30th place finish, which is actually better than I thought he was going to get. So,
Yeah, I was expecting to be like 34th or something like that.
yeah, no, AJ takes spot as the last car, the worst last finishing car.
He lost.
Because
Did they say he lost his brakes?
yeah, he lost his brakes, and then he said over the radio, "I'm so effing over it," and I think that was kind of just the end of the day for him there.
Yeah.
And if you're not going to gain anymore, who cares?
Touche.
Yeah, for him. But stage number one, it was a lot of not much happening. If we're being
The whole
honest
race
here.
was a lot of not much happening. If we're being honest.
It was Chase Elliott jumping out to a lead, and like Chase was the dominant car for the first 3 quarters of this race. He did have just a monumental struggle trying to pass Daniel Suarez to put him a lap down in stage number one. Suarez, which he's allowed to do, we should preface that he is allowed to race the leader as hard as he wants because he's still on the lead lap at that moment. He doesn't give an F about being Chevy teammates, nothing. He's like, I'm out of this right at the end of the year. And he raced, as some people like to say, the dog food out of Chase Elliott there in stage one.
Here's my question is how much of that was they're coming down to the end of the stage and Chase had a big enough lead where he didn't have to put him a lap down?
Well, I would say that it kind of did that a little bit, but then Bell started to catch him, and he still couldn't pass the 99, and he didn't want to make contact. Once he dropped back behind Suarez, and then he got a really big run off of turn 4 with the 20 car right behind him. And I don't know if that contributed to that at all, but he finally was able to get alongside him down the front stretch and clear him into turn 1.
Yeah.
But it took a long time. I think Allen probably would have wanted him to pass him a little bit sooner.
Yeah. And then again, comes down to what we were talking about at Pocono, right? Like, Arrows is huge in this car.
So that's actually one of my frustrations with the Dover package specifically. We talked about tires, but the fact that Dover uses the intermediate package for it shouldn't. It's the same way because Bristol used the intermediate package as well, and I don't think people realize that. Like they don't use the short track package there. They should use the short track package at both Bristol and at Dover. Take downforce off of these cars, force them to lift, and we're just not getting enough of a lift right now to create anything. Throttle management helps, produce passing. We're not getting that right now.
No, we're not. And I've never understood why we take the intermediate to these high banked short tracks, right? Like,
No.
I mean, I get what they're trying to do, but at the same time, it's half a mile and it's a mile track. Like,
Right.
It'd be like taking the intermediate to Martinsville.
Which, hey, in fairness, 2019, we tried to take the NA18D, the high downforce package, to Martinsville, and guess what? It was terrible.
It was terrible.
Brad Keselowski led like 400 plus laps of that race. It was one of the worst races you'll ever watch.
Right? Like that's essentially what we're trying to do, and NASCAR's trying to come back to the forefront of sports in this country, and producing races like that's not going to do it.
No, it's absolutely not going to do it. It's frustrating to watch because is there like this perfect solution for this car? No. It's inherently flawed. I think we all know that. It's great some places, it's terrible other places. Trying to find that sort of happy medium has been a monumental struggle. Like, it's tough. And I get it, right? Team owners don't want to spend a ton of money. NASCAR doesn't want to pay for that side. It's a struggle of finances is what it comes down to. And unfortunately, we're all kind of stuck having to watch a subpar product at times.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what we saw today. Clean air, incredibly important. So important on Sunday once again, which isn't out of the norm for Dover, but it's still such a bummer to see.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I've never really been a fan of Dover.
No, okay. I'm so glad you said that.
Like, if they were to go, hey, we're not going back to Dover,
All right.
it's not gonna hurt my feelings.
Honestly, the last like Dover race I can think of where I was like actually entertained, like, oh, this is a pretty good race. Spring 2016, it was the Matt Kenseth, Kyle Larson, Chase Elliott three-way battle for the win, I believe, that day. And I think Kenseth, I'm pretty sure Kenseth came out on top. I know he did. Came out on top. But that was a fun race. Three drivers kind of mixing it up. Since then, we haven't really seen a very racy racetrack.
Yeah, it's they need to do something with it.
Go back to asphalt.
And like,
It used to be asphalt.
would that fix it though? Like,
It's gonna get hotter. It's gonna get slicker.
yeah, it'll get slicker for sure.
Yeah.
Right.
Apparently, it was hot today there.
Yeah, my buddy literally texted me, said this is the hottest race. He's like, I think this is the worst race, humid wise and hot wise, I've ever experienced.
Did he do the Chicago Xfinity race? Oh wow. Okay. All right. At least there was shade in some of the pit boxes for that one.
Yeah, he said yesterday was worse than Chicago, and
That's terrible.
yeah, he said today was probably just as, if not worse.
That's really bad. So I tweeted out I said, oh, there's a lot of empty seats in the grandstands here. To which all the people that want to defend Dover were like, it's 100 degrees out. Do you want to come sit in this? Like, buddy, hang on a second. I went to Kentucky for like 9 years in a row. Don't tell me about it.
Realize that we go to Atlanta in August.
Yeah. So that's one frustrating thing. And this isn't like me trying to bash the fans of Dover. But everybody in the comments was like, well, it's because it's 100 degrees. Nobody wants to go outside when it's this hot. We should move it to the spring or to the fall. And I'm like, well, every racetrack that has a race date in the summer would love to be in the spring or in the fall because there's probably a better chance you're going to get people to come out when it's cooler out. But like, I don't know what a solution is for you because we can't put it in April. It rains all the time. Then we put it in the summertime. They complain that it's hot and it rains. Install lights.
We're gonna put it in September.
No. Well, that's what everybody kept saying. Put it back in the playoffs. No.
This would be like, there's no words for it.
Atrocious.
Yeah.
Yes.
Horrendous.
Horrific, even.
Yes.
Yeah.
Playoff race. Like, you're telling me we're coming down, and let's say it's the second race of a playoff skit, and you're trying to fight for for the ability to move on, and that's the race you're putting on.
It used to be a playoff race, which is the crazy part.
It shouldn't be.
No. And I was like, Dover has no place being in the playoffs. And then in parentheses in my response, somebody was like, neither does New Hampshire, but we're going there.
No, it doesn't.
No. It's an SMI decision. And I hope that Dover doesn't get it, but we'll talk about some schedule stuff later on because we're making some moves that I'm literally, as you're doing right now, scratching my head about because I'm like, all right, we're going to figure this out, I guess.
Oh man, I love it. Like, I've said this to you before, and the running joke for people in NASCAR is if it's NASCAR, if it makes sense, we're not going to do it.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Yeah, I agree with you there. So in this race, I think we have a budding rivalry. We're not to the surface of an explosion yet, but I do believe at some point this year, we will see Joey Logano and Ross Chastain wreck each other more than once.
I'm okay with it.
I'm here for it.
I'm 100% here. They're two of the coolest guys off the track, but once they put those helmets on, they're different people, and
Yeah.
I love it.
I mean, Joey Logano has explicitly called himself an asshole when he puts his helmet on, which I would agree with.
Yeah.
When he takes his helmet off, chill. Super good, like, nice guy. Easy to talk to. Chastain, I do like this rivalry, though, if it does, in fact, sort of boil into a full-out, like, wreck war.
Yeah.
Because Ross Chastain has a lot of fans, and his fans desperately want him to be aggressive again. If he gets aggressive against Joey Logano, who is universally hated amongst the fan base, that is going to do numbers for Ross.
Oh, 100% is going to do numbers for Ross. Side note, I hate that Joey's hated because I love Joey. But
Yeah, I know.
I'm a little partial. But, yeah, no, it'll be great to see what that does in general. I'd love to see them just go into turn one at Daytona and just
Send it. So Joey's still mad about Chicago.
yeah.
And he thinks that Ross intentionally wrecked him. He said Ross told him as much that he intentionally wrecked him. Joey was upset that NASCAR didn't give Ross a penalty. Unfortunate for Joey, whether Ross said that or not, we'll never know. But Ross didn't say that to the media, and he didn't say that over the radio, so we don't actually know if he said that. So you can't penalize him for hearsay, essentially.
Yeah.
Later on in this race, Christopher Bell, who was probably, for the most part, a top 4 car all day, he spins himself out not once, but twice with no contact. So the first time it happened, racing for the lead at the start of stage 3, he was on the outside and just loops it around, going off into turn 3. Yeah. And very uncharacteristic of him.
Did you see his interview during the rain delay?
No, I didn't.
So he even said, he was like, yeah, this is the second time we've been here and I've done this. I did this in qualifying last year. And I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't know what it is just about turn 3 that I don't like.
Yeah, well, we'll get to a little bit more of it because I don't think Exeter 4 likes him that much either. Which there is a little bit more to that one we'll get to. So this race was predominantly dominated by Chase Elliott.
I would say Chase Elliott, Seabell.
Yeah, and Elliott led... I want to make sure I get the number right here. He led 238 of the 407 laps.
I didn't realize it was that much.
He clocked no. I mean, he led more laps today than he has the entire season combined so far. He ends up coming home with a P6 finish. My question is, did Alan Gustafson cost them the race win when he pitted Chase from a front row starting spot to get just right side tires and restart on the inside of row 2?
Was that before or after the rain delay?
That was before.
That was before the rain
delay,
wasn't it?
That was when Seabell put all but 6 cars a lap down.
Yeah.
And then the caution came out.
Took 4, didn't he?
Yeah, because it came out for that first quick rain shower.
Yeah.
And then they went back out.
Yeah. No. I think the thought is tire fall off is going to hurt.
Yeah.
More. I think he expected more people to come as well.
So I think for his thought process was there's only 6 cars on the lead lap right now, so we can pit. The worst we're going to restart is 6.
Yeah.
They end up restarting inside of row 2, so 3rd or 4th, however he came out there. But my thing is, if you're going to pit him, give him 4 tires. At least give him that, because what's the worst that happen? You literally start the next row back. So you're already, regardless, if you take 2 or 4, you're taking the clean air advantage away.
Yeah.
So there's that. I just don't know if giving up a front row restart spot was worth it, considering especially at Dover, especially because you spent most of your day out front, and because now hindsight 2020, Denny Hamlin on old tires went on to win the race.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, hindsight's always 2020.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think 9 times out of 10 a crew chief's going to make that call to take tires. Right? Like, especially when they've been on, what was it? Denny was on those tires for almost 100 laps.
Is that how long it had been?
I want to say it was pretty long.
I know he was on some older tires there.
They were old, right? Like
Briscoe. When did that talk?
Interesting to see if Chase stayed out, him and Denny fighting for the lead.
Yeah, he was on about 75-ish lap old tires for the end of the race. Because he pitted somewhere before that caution for rain, and that came out at 337, so somewhere in that 333-ish range, I'm guessing. Yeah.
I don't think it cost him the race. I mean, technically, I guess, yeah, it did.
Yeah, I mean, technically it did. You're right. Hindsight 2020, who knows? I just know the Chase Elliott fans are...
Oh, they're going to be coming for his job again.
They got the hand on the pitchfork. I don't know if they're ready. They backed down a little bit because they won Atlanta. So it's like, all right, we can cool off. But now he should have won today.
Yeah, but like...
And he had that pit issue as well, which...
The pit issue, so, okay.
That happens.
That is the worst feeling for Jackman, because what happens is you throw it in there and you're, especially on those single lug cars, you're moving as fast as you possibly can, right? So you're throwing it in there and pegging it is what you're called what it's called, right? So you peg it, and it either more than likely it just got, you're all right.
Choking on water.
I'm over here like, you gonna live over there, buddy?
I apologize for coughing into the mic there. Wow. That's what I get for trying to take a quick drink of water.
I
My
tried
eyes are
to
watering.
keep going, and then you just died. I was like, all right, I gotta check on him.
That was bad. Apologies.
Oh man, if you're listening and not watching, he just took a drink of water and completely lost it. So
I even like quickly tried to open the water bottle, like lean off camera a little bit to take a drink, and didn't work.
did not work whatsoever.
Not at all.
But no, anyway, so he pegged it, and when he pegged it, he probably got like the lip, and he probably looked at it and went, "Okay, yeah, I'm good," and it literally the car just shoots it back out, and there's nothing you can do to prevent that. Like you're sending it, you're going right. So I mean, yeah, he probably could have checked up a half a second and dropped it and put it back in there. But I
Right.
mean, at that point, you're losing time anyway. And with these high bank tracks like Bristol, like Dover, like I mean, heck, even North Wilkesboro, they make those left sides of those cars so low that it can be a bitch to get up underneath there sometimes.
Yeah, it looked like it, especially when they were trying to jack it back up again.
Yeah.
Like that's the worst, and it just brings a slow stop, and you lose a lot of spots, and it yeah, like you said, sucks.
It happens. I mean, heck, there was a stop in. I know we're going to get to the Xfinity race. There was a stop in the Xfinity race when I was watching it. Can't remember who it was, but the hose was underneath the tire. Like,
Taylor Gray,
yeah, Taylor
Yep.
Gray. Yep, it happens, right? Like,
such a bummer.
unfortunately, it's part of it.
Yeah, it is. It's unfortunate for the 9 team too, because one, they have a hyper sensitive fan base. They had that issue in Kansas earlier this year, and now they have this issue here.
Yeah,
And any other team, you're like, okay, we're just going to regroup and move on. Unfortunately for them, that's part of being on the 9 team, right? Like you're just expected to always be
they'll be
top.
all right.
Yeah,
They'll get it, they'll get it going. That's a really good group. So
they had speed and they had confidence, and I think that's a hallmark for them turning the corner finally. I think,
for sure.
like in terms of, yeah,
I think as a whole group, they've got to be one of the favorites right now.
yeah. I mean, they ran third last week
Yeah.
in Sonoma. They get a top. They finished sixth this week. Yeah, they have plenty of speed. They're good to go. All right, moving into the rain delay. So you can see it off in the distance. Rain comes, 14 laps to go. They red flag the race. The number of people that were like, just call it. What? Last week, you guys wanted to red flag the race to preserve 2 laps, which still were the 2 laps that you were going to lose under caution. This week, there's 14 laps to go, and people are like, screw it. Just let's get out of here. It's not worth sticking around for.
Well, I mean, the race was that bad. It really. But we got more action in the last 10 laps than we had the whole race.
Yeah, we ended up having 2 cautions when we went back to racing. So about an hour-ish for the red flag.
Yeah.
Roll the cars off pit road, stop them on the backstretch so that they can dry pit road out.
Yep.
Yeah. Dry pit road out there. They get going again, restarting, front row. Christopher Bell on the inside, Denny Hamlin on the outside. They race side by side through 1 and 2, down the backstretch through turn 3, and off of turn 4, Bell just loses it on the bottom, slides up the track, and he doesn't get that much damage, but Noah Gregson and William Byron got a ton of damage.
Yeah. I'm honestly I was really expecting him to just get mollywopped.
Yeah. Who, Bell?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Yeah. I was fully expecting it. I mean, thank God the seas parted and he went, but
Literally,
you turn
just
right in front of the whole field and only collect 2 other cars. That's
when you wreck from second and you're not the one that leaves with the most damage, like that's a win.
yeah, that's a win.
For Byron though, costly wreck takes him out of the lead for the regular season points championship. He's now 16 points behind Chase Elliott. So the Elliott fans can be upset, but right now you're sitting there with potentially getting 15 playoff points if you can hold on to this.
Yeah, I mean, heck, the fall off for the other two Hendrick drivers, right? Like, did they post that yet?
What's that?
The playoffs?
Yes. The playoff point standings?
Is it on Twitter?
I don't know if it's on Twitter. It's on NASCAR.com, though, finally. Yeah, so you have Denny takes over the one spot because he's got 4 wins. Larson's obviously second, locked in because he's got 3 wins plus stage victories. Byron 5th. Chase Elliott 9th as it's currently seated. And then Alex Bowman is plus 63 over the cutoff line. So he gained like 24 points this week. Because I believe he was plus 39 last week.
Yeah.
Oh, he was plus 32 last week. So he gained a lot.
Yeah. Did you hear the stat that they said about Kyle Busch before the race?
No, what's that?
They said that nobody, this is obviously before the race started, but nobody in the playoff history that's this late into the season has won the race, won their way into the playoffs, and nobody from as far back as he is has pointed their way in.
I knew the point of the way thing was probably going to be an issue for him. And right now he's only 39 points back. Yeah. I don't think that's crazy. I don't think that's
astronomical at all.
I think he can point his way in. People will say no, but I'm telling you.
What was it? In Mexico, Kyle Larson was what? Like, or Byron. Byron was in the lead, and he was like, what, 60 points ahead of everybody?
Something like that. He had a pretty comfortable. I don't know if it was a full race yet, but it was a comfortable lead.
And it's gone.
Yeah. Actually, I guess I can go back and look at it real quick here. While we're doing that, we get the restart after the Seabell wreck, and then we end up with poor Zane Smith just getting caught up in Joey Logano and Ryan Preece's bit of nonsense there. Okay, after Mexico, Byron had you're right. He did have a full race lead, a 68-point lead.
I knew it was up there.
And it's been zapped.
And I mean, at that point, it was Byron, Larson, and then who was in third?
Hang on one sec. Oh, wait. Seabell, 79 points back.
And now he's 6th.
Jeez.
Right? Like, it's amazing how much the top of this has
shifted around. Yeah. And hey, it could be your real point system too if you wanted to have it like that, but there's a lot of movement there.
I love it.
Yeah.
Right? Like, and if we're looking at the top 16, wins don't get you in. You've got Ty Gibbs at 16, Kyle Busch at 15, Ryan Preece 14, Bubba Wallace 13. Ross Chastain drops a ton this race, drops 3 spots down to 12. Joey's at 11, Buescher at 10, Alex Bowman up 3 spots to 9. Briscoe's 8, Blaney 7, Seabell 6, Reddick 5th, Denny Hamlin's 4th, Larson's 3rd, Byron is 2nd, and then Chase Elliott right now with P1.
But
that's a hell of a playoff.
I know. I'm with you on that.
That's a hell of a playoff.
I'm with you. I wouldn't mind seeing that happen.
Side note, how would you feel of instead of like the top 8 moving on and the top 12 and then the top 4 moving on, head-to-head matchups?
Oh, I don't think I would like that.
You wouldn't like it?
No, I don't think so. After having watched head-to-head matchups over the last 4 weeks, I don't think I would want that. Somebody on the Twitter was like, "Oh, imagine if the in-season challenge winner automatically got a spot in the playoffs." No, absolutely not.
You're telling me Ty Dillon has a chance to win and get into the playoffs?
Cinderella Ty, with his glass shoes on, has put himself in the championship race for the... Oh, I guess we should talk about the final restart there. Denny Hamlin goes on to win the race. Chase Briscoe on fresher tires couldn't get around him. And
insane.
almost had a shot at clearing him on corner exit
Mm-hmm.
if he wanted to really push it. Opted not to do that, and Denny goes on to win the race, his fourth win of the year. Briscoe has to settle for a second place finish. Yeah, it's tough when fresh tires can't beat new tires,
Yeah.
and it's all aero.
Did you hear what he said in his interview after the race?
I wasn't. It was on, but I wasn't listening.
So Chase Briscoe said, "Yeah, I wish my Camry was a couple inches shorter. I would
Ah.
have cleared him and got it up." I was like, "Yeah, I mean, or
Yeah,
send it."
just send it, and then that happens, and like a Hendrick car wins, and they would have been pissed about that.
Yeah.
But
Right? Like,
um,
I get why he's doing it because I mean, you as a JGR team, you want another JGR team to at least win, right?
oh, of course, yeah. He made a business decision there.
I hate business decisions.
I do too. So you had Denny ends up winning the race, advancing on to the final round. The head-to-head matchup next week in Indianapolis is Ty Gibbs. He defeated Tyler Reddick today in Dover, and Ty Dillon. Battle of the Ties. Dillon defeats John Hunter Nemechek in this race. So Cinderella, literally the last seeded driver, that being Ty Dillon, now has a shot to race for $1 million next week.
Can we just go ahead and give it to Ty Gibbs?
I would say that, but guess what? Ty Gibbs at Indianapolis last year, DNF. So
This is true.
yeah,
So
I don't know. I'm going this weekend. I'm gonna
Are
go
you?
find. Yeah, I'm gonna go find the 10 pit box. We're gonna hang out there and see what they can do. No, just kidding. I'm probably not gonna watch from the 10 pit box, but I will if it looks like he's gonna win it. I will go down and watch the end of the race from their pit box.
here's
Because-
my question: is this the most consistent we've seen Chase Elliott?
In a little while, yeah. I'm trying to see.
He's got 21 starts, obviously. 1 win, 7 top 5s, 12 top 10s, and 0 DNFs.
Yeah, he's quietly been very consistent.
He's got the second most top 10s out of the whole field, only behind Larson. He's tied for third most top 5s.
Looking at his finishes this year, Texas should have been better. Kansas should have been better than the 15th that he had.
Yeah.
He did finish 15th, 6th, 15th, 15th. The man loves finishing 15th. He's finished 15th 5 times this year. That's so bizarre. There's a year Bubba Wallace, when he was driving for Roush, finished in 6th place like 6 times in a row, maybe. Like it was an insane number. Bubba Wallace when he was racing for
Bubba?
Roush. Yeah.
Yeah. Those are the days.
I know. People don't even remember. Where was it?
NASCAR was actually good.
Yeah, in 2016, he finished 5 races in a row in 6. 33rd at Bristol. Next week at Richmond, 6th place again. Just addicted to it. And then after Pocono that year, he was dropped.
Yeah.
Well, did he take over the 43 at that point?
Yeah, that's when he was.
Yeah, that's what it was. All right. So that was Dover for the Cup Series. Not the most memorable race we'll ever have. Certainly will not rate high in the Jeff Gluck was a good race poll.
No.
I think in my video, I'm probably going to give it like a 62, maybe. It was a D.
Yeah.
It was a D.
I think you're being generous with a D.
I know. Race cars are on track. I always get excited to see race cars on track.
There was one point I started cleaning the house.
Yeah.
It was like, this is more fun than that.
It was bad. All right.
This
Oh, good.
manufacturer's playoff or
Yeah.
manufacturer standing. Ford is shitting the bed right now.
Well, that doesn't shock me. Think about it. They haven't been good this year. Like, they've got...
Like, okay, yeah, they
wins?
won the past 2 championships, right?
Yeah, but when manufacturers... Yeah, come around
But
now.
like as a whole, it's not been good.
No. They only have 4 wins, which is detrimental to them. RFK hasn't figured it out yet this year. FRM hasn't figured it out yet. Open Team FRM hasn't figured it out yet. And they're being carried by Penske, who's struggling as well. Not as bad as their IndyCar team, but certainly bad. All right, 3 to go. The NASCAR Xfinity Series race at Dover, which only completed 134 of their scheduled 200 laps. Connor Zilisch goes back-to-back, wins in Sonoma last week, wins in Dover this week, finally wins on an oval. I know people are going to be like, oh, it's a rain-shortened race, so he hasn't actually won on an oval yet, even though he has Pocono and now Dover. So we'll have to wait for him to actually win on one.
Are we doing this? Are we really going to do this? Like,
You know people are. People are absolutely doing that. I'm not. I think he's got 2 wins on ovals at this point.
I mean, I'll give him Pocono, right? Like,
Yeah.
because it is a different type of track, but it's still no right turns, all lefts.
All
right?
left.
Like, but
Different variations of left, but yeah. I mean, nobody remembers that Joey Logano's first win was a rain-delayed race, right? Like, so who cares?
I forgot about that.
Yeah, 2009, New Hampshire. Beat Jeff Gordon that day. Huh?
New Hampshire?
Yeah, he had to hold up the lobster. Dorky 19-year-old Joey Logano. Yeah. This race wasn't very good either.
No.
It was fine. No natural cautions.
It was boring.
Boring.
It was boring.
The weirdest thing out of this race,
Boring.
yes, this weekend was not good. Bad, in fact. The weirdest part of this entire race was Nick Sanchez and Ross Chastain both having different mechanical issues on the same lap and literally limping to the garage area nose to tail the entire time. That was like so bizarre. Sanchez lost his
Towing
steering.
each other, man. That's all they're doing.
Yeah.
They're just towing each other.
Well, then the tow car is the one with the rear gear that got knocked out of it, so he probably shouldn't be pulling Sanchez, who had no steering at that. So it was just a bad day overall for them.
That's such a terrible garage area too.
Is it?
Oh, it's awful.
Because there's a horse track in the middle of that.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
the horse track's in the middle, and obviously, so you come in over the bridge,
Yep.
right? And that's on the other side,
Of course.
and so and the garage is, so the horse track's up a little bit, and the garage is down on both sides. So the Cup garage is in 1 and 2, and the Xfinity garage is in 3 and 4.
Mm-hmm.
And they're both below the
Grade.
like
Below grade.
below like where the track is for the horses. It's terrible.
I will say this. When I was watching the race today, there were fans standing on the backstretch, and because the gravel track is higher than the racetrack, you can stand up there, and there's only a 4-foot chain link fence separating you and the racetrack.
Yeah.
So it's a great sightline area. If you're ever in the infield of Dover, go to the backstretch.
Yeah. I mean, it's a great area there, but like as a whole, it's always raining, no matter
Yes.
what.
Yes.
It's
There's a
always
casino there.
The casino is awesome.
Yes.
The casino's right on the track. Yeah.
Zilisch leads 77 of 134 laps. Eric Almirola comes home in second. Brandon Jones in third. Allgaier started in the back, finishes fourth, and Jesse Love rounds out your top 5. Taylor Gray led the first 49 laps. I believe were consecutive 49 laps of this race. Has that pit issue that you mentioned, or the car got set down on the air hose and couldn't go, so they had to fix that. He handled it the opposite way I think I would have handled the pit issue, where he screamed on the radio, which is one way to handle it. I get it. It's frustrating. And he gave up track position. Yeah, when he was maybe had a car to finally win a NASCAR National Touring race.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get the frustration there. We also had 2 first-timers in this race. Jake Finch in the HendrickCars.com 17 car for Hendrick Motorsports. He finished 17th. And we also had LeVar Scott. He finished 28th, his first ever Xfinity start, which I wouldn't say that that's conducive to indicative of where he was running at. He was running higher 20s than that as well.
Had a really good day.
Yeah. I was happy that he just made the race. In general, good kid all around. Roger Caruth also made an Xfinity start on Saturday as well.
Where did he end up finishing?
22nd.
22nd.
Which is in the vicinity of where he kind of ran at, low teens, or high teens rather, and low 20s. So, yeah, all around, good day for those guys. Happy to see them get their starts. I believe LeVar has another race coming up this
Yeah, he's
year at
doing
Gateway.
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 Yeah, he's doing Gateway.
And I think we might see Raja again
I think
as
that's
well.
a rumor.
Yeah. Yeah. So there's a lot of rumors going around about Xfinity stuff for next year so far.
There's a ton. I mean, you and I have talked about it. This silly season for Xfinity is going to be wild.
Yeah. I There's one that we just can't talk about because I asked and I did not receive an answer,
Oh, it's hush hush as hell.
which I think we know what the answer probably is there, but
But I can say I've confirmed it.
yeah, I will say I would expect Spire to go Xfinity Racing next year. I think that's been floating around enough. Where their cars come from, I think that's the part where it gets really interesting at. But I would expect to see a Spire Xfinity car next year.
100%.
Yeah. That's why you've heard some talk. I know some people have seen some rumors about them shedding a Truck Series team, maybe Andres Perez before the season's out. Expect a reduction on the truck side with the addition of an Xfinity.
Xfinity programs coming in. Right?
Exactly.
So, I mean, which, if you look at it, makes sense. If you look at what you and I talked about a couple days ago, that's going to be very interesting.
Yeah.
That could impact the Cup side of things, right? Like,
That's getting the real estate market involved as well because
yeah.
All right, we'll move on from that before we say too many
Too much,
things.
right?
Yeah, and people connect dots.
This silly season, people, is going to be wild.
Outside of
Fully
the Cup
expect
Series, yeah.
in Daytona, Fox is going to do one of their things where they go, hey, this person's here, this person's here, this person's here, this person's here, was here. Expect it.
Yeah.
It's coming.
On the truck and Xfinity side. Cup side is really kind of quiet.
Yeah, Cup side's not going to be as bad, but truck and Xfinity side, it's going to be
Shifting. Yes.
Yeah.
I think we can probably skip over two to go here. Thoughts on Dover. I think everybody has heard our thoughts on Dover, and we are not fans of it. So put it wherever you want on the calendar, just not in the playoffs.
I say we take it off the calendar and throw Kentucky back in.
It is an SMI track, so there's that.
Yeah, I'm good with it.
Marcus Smith talked about.
Did
Kentucky
you see that on the on Kevin Harvick's?
I made I put it in my YouTube video. I didn't make a TikTok about it. Yeah, it's so frustrating sometimes, and like they want money from the state of Kentucky to revamp that racetrack, and it's like you left them. Why are they going to pay you to come back?
Yeah,
that part's frustrating. We'll skip over to one to go. Chicago drops off the schedule next year. San Diego, Racer.com confirmed today that the race will happen in San Diego, and it will happen on the Coronado Naval Base, which
that's going to be awesome.
is going to be a logistical nightmare for everybody. It'll be awesome. I have a thought on, well, we'll talk about this real quick. I think it's in the story, the Racer.com story said it's going to take the spot of Chicagoland on the schedule. I don't know if that means Chicago dropping off means that it's getting added, or if it means it's literally taking its date on the schedule, that being the 4th of July weekend.
I hope not.
I hope not too, because if it is on the 4th of July weekend, I just can't go that weekend, which would be a bummer. I have a strong feeling it is going to be on the 4th of July weekend, because next year is America's 250th birthday. And putting what's more American than NASCAR? Exactly. On a naval base. Yeah. So I think that's what's going to happen.
Dang it.
I know.
What day is 4th next year? On a Saturday, isn't it?
It's
on a Saturday.
Yeah, the 4th is a Saturday, and then the Cup race would be on Sunday the 5th. I will say, I looked at Hotel Del Coronado this afternoon, and you could not book for July 3rd through July 5th.
I got a spot for us. Don't worry.
6. Well, I don't know if I can actually go.
If we go, I got a spot for us. Don't worry.
All right, perfect. We already were like looking at other hotels in the greater San Diego area.
Yeah.
To be like,
I got us. Don't worry.
All right, I've never been to San Diego, so
Oh, it's beautiful.
well, it looks beautiful.
It's beautiful.
So it sounds like, well, we know Chicago's not returning. They put out a statement Friday. They did Friday evening news dump at 5 o'clock. Very NFL of them. Said that they're taking 2026 off. Hope to have it back on the schedule for 2027. And I saw a lot of people being like, "Oh, there's no chance it ever comes back." There is a chance it never comes back for sure. But at the same time,
There's also a chance it does.
the city of Chicago wanted to move dates. And I get that. I think we both agree probably having it on a different weekend would be better just from a traffic and logistics standpoint for that city.
Yeah.
The unfortunate part for them is NASCAR already has their schedule for next year pretty much laid out. Like they have a really good idea on where everything's going. They're just trying to finish signing off on San Diego. Yeah, and maybe another one that they can't just move dates around now. It's too late in the process for that. So looking at 27 and trying to find a spot there just makes more sense. And it seems like the city actually really wants it to come back. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, it looks like we're going to Coronado next year, which every person keeps being like, I don't know how they're going to deal with traffic there. And I'm in the same, no pun intended, boat because I don't understand
We
it.
drive onto a ship and drive off of the ship.
They just use carriers and everybody just pulls in. And then, yeah, I think there's going to be a lot of ferry
up onto a
action.
carrier and off of a carrier.
How far are we shipping you? Right there.
Right there.
All right, I can see it from here. And then the other portion of one to go here outside of the schedule is 2311 Racing Front Row Motorsports. They raced as open cars this weekend in Dover. They will do the same next week in Indianapolis, presumably next week in Indianapolis, unless we get a decision on that preliminary injunction this week. I said in my video that this decision is the most pivotal moment for these race teams because if they get that preliminary injunction, they keep their charter status. NASCAR can't sell their charters in the process, and they're good probably through the end of the year, presumably.
Yeah.
If they lose this preliminary injunction and they're not granted it, NASCAR is going to turn around and sell those charters immediately.
Yeah.
And those teams are not getting them back. I guess they could if they wanted to buy them and sign the charter agreement.
Right?
Yes. But it is going to be, as the team said, it would put them out of business for being competitive NASCAR Cup Series teams.
Which would be very, very interesting.
Oh, it would be incredibly interesting because NASCAR says that there is, what was their wording that they use? Substantial interest in buying those charters from Xfinity Series teams, IndyCar teams, and other motorsport companies.
That's wild.
Yeah. I honestly don't know what IndyCar teams it could be. I kind of mentioned it in a video that it could be a number of ones that I think have the capacity to do it.
You know where my first thought goes with that?
Where?
Honda.
Oh, yeah. Same here. I was like, Ray Hall, Letterman, Lanigan got dropped by BMW on the GTP endurance side of things. So they have a staff. They have space. They're big-time Honda partners on the IndyCar side of things.
That's
Yeah.
where my first thought went was, okay, that's how they're going to get Honda in.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they'll have to run whatever until Honda's ready to come into the sport. But yeah, the lawsuit rages on. Denny this week said that everything will be exposed on December 1st. Mark your calendars for that. I get his statement and everything like that. If they lose their charters, though, that's where this gets incredibly dangerous. And we talked about this last week, and people keep bringing it up. How can NASCAR sell their charters if the teams bought them? Owning a charter is contingent on signing the charter agreement.
Yeah.
And they didn't do that by the end of 2024. So when January 1st hit 2025 at 12:01, they didn't sign that. NASCAR at that point could pull their charters. They had a preliminary injunction, so NASCAR couldn't do that. Now that preliminary injunction is gone, thanks to the Fourth Circuit of Appeals, NASCAR can quote unquote pull those charters. Basically just not recognize the teams as charter teams anymore. And that's the situation that we're in
Now.
Yeah.
Which I do think it's going to get interesting, especially as we get closer to the playoffs.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to get very strategic on the other team's side.
Oh, I think that you could absolutely see that happen. Another thing that cracks me up are people being like, other teams aren't going to buy the charters while they're, in this lawsuit. Are you kidding me? There's a line of people ready to buy these charters.
Yeah.
This is a sport. This is competition. This is not, we're going to go out and make friends.
No,
Like,
we're not here to make friends. We're here to make money and to win.
yeah,
And as a manufacturer, what's the best way to make money and win? Have more.
have more. That's another thing. The payout that you get for being a factory OEM team, whether you're tier one, tier two, is substantial.
Yeah.
Like there's a reason that Legacy Motor Club wants to have 3 cars. It's not because they have an abundance of sponsorship. They can find sponsor for it. It's because having 3 cars is more profitable, makes more financial sense than running 2 cars.
Yeah.
It's the reason RFK wanted to have 3 cars so bad. Yeah, they had a lot of sponsorship, but same with Trackhouse.
Yeah.
Same with 2311. Like, it makes too much sense to not do it.
Yeah, I mean, you're getting way more money. You have more chances to win. You have more chances. And someone's going to say, oh, yeah, but they have more chances to get wrecked, too, and spend more money.
Yeah.
Yes.
You do.
They do, but, like...
It's a risk. It's racing. It happens.
Yeah, exactly. It's racing. Like,
Budgets have
put one
crashing.
car out there and have that risk, right?
Yeah.
With 3 cars out there, you're going to have the ability to, okay, if one drops, we have 2 others that can still win, 2 others that can still do well.
Yep.
Right?
2 other cars to get data from. Like, that's the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it'll be interesting to see how that all plays out this week, next week. It's gonna get dicey, I think.
It's going to be interesting,
Yeah.
to say the least.
All right, moving into burnout. Driver of the day for you.
I'm going to go Chase. I'll go
Chase?
Elliott.
Yeah, that's not a bad pick. I was actually going to go. So Chase makes a lot of sense just because of the amount of laps led and how strong they looked. I'm actually going to go Ryan Blaney on a day where it was really hard to pass, 31st to 8th. So
I didn't see that.
yeah,
Yeah, that's good.
good quiet day for that 12 team after they have, their fans keep talking about wanting to throw toasters into bathtubs because he's had 7 DNFs this year. Don't have to do that this week. We can keep the bathtub clear of electricity.
Good Lord.
And stay out of it. Poor Blaney fans. But they're headed to Iowa in 2 weeks. He did win that race last year. So.
Yeah. He's got a lot of good tracks coming up.
Mm-hmm.
There's a reason that Penske does so well late down the stretch. There's a lot of good tracks coming up that they do really well at.
Half the playoffs are set up really well for them.
Yeah.
Gateway, New Hampshire, and Phoenix are all in the playoffs. They're probably going to win all 3 of those races. They didn't win New Hampshire last year. I shouldn't say that. So there's a chance. But it's a flat track, and guess what? They're really good
Heck,
at flat tracks.
Blaney's been really good at Martinsville, too.
Oh, yeah. Forgot about Martinsville. He's going for his 3rd win in a row in the fall race.
Yeah.
I kind of want to go to that again, but I know it's just going to be such a nightmare trying to get out of there.
Yeah, I thought about it, but at the same time, it's Martinsville, and I'd rather watch it from my house.
I think I'm going to do that this year as well. Watch it from my house.
Yeah.
But
I was looking at it the other day trying to figure out what races I wanted to go for the rest of the season. I'm still trying to figure it out.
I know I'm doing Indy this weekend. Not that anybody cares about this. I'm doing Daytona summer race as a fan, though. We bought actual tickets for it, not
like
going.
Grandstands?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So that'll be fun to do that. And then after that, my schedule is open-ish.
Yeah.
I know I'm out for Vegas, and I know I'm out for...
You're going to Phoenix, aren't you?
There's a really strong chance I'll be in Phoenix.
Phoenix is fun. Have you ever been to Phoenix?
I have not.
Phoenix, when are you going out? That's the real question.
Well, that's the other thing. I don't know if I'm going to make that a stop on a further trip or if I'm not. Yeah.
Nice.
So it kind of depends on the logistics of that.
Phoenix is a fun weekend. I always enjoyed going to Phoenix.
I kind of want to do Talladega Fall, but
I will gladly go to Talladega. That's a fun. Have you ever been at the infield in Talladega?
oh no.
Oh boy. There's a reason Talladega's a party with a race.
I'm interested in potentially doing that. Outside of that, though, I went to Roval last year. I don't want to do that again.
Yeah, don't do
I
that.
have no desire to go to Gateway in East St.
Gateway's
Louis.
not bad.
No, but it's like if I'm going to a race, I'm not going to go to Gateway
Yeah.
unless I like live there. All right, move of the race for you.
So
Actually, I've got one
go ahead.
right off the bat. It would be Kyle Larson not absolutely plowing into the 20 car of Christopher Bell as he was sitting broadside in the middle of the racetrack. That was a really good move by
It
him.
was. I'm gonna go with my not move of the race,
Oh, I'm excited to hear this.
and that would be we kind of talked about it, or we did talk about it. Chase Elliott coming down to take tires.
Yeah.
That's my
Yeah.
not move of the race.
The not move of the race.
Yep.
Or Denny Hamlin staying out on old tires. Move of the race.
I mean, technically, like that is, if you want to really think about it, that's the move of the race that won him the race. But like,
Yeah.
I'm going the opposite.
Can't do that on the broadcast because they'll be talking about their pods move of the race. I don't know, on lap 57 of a 400 lap race. It's like in the ARCA race when they do the Reese's sweet move of the race. We haven't even made it to the first break yet. What are we talking about? Sweet move of the race. Oh, speaking of ARCA, real quick, shout out to Brendan Queen, Butterbean.
Good old
Dominant.
Butterbean.
Dominant victory at Dover. We're trying to get him on the podcast here. I really just want to see the trophy. I have so many questions about the trophy.
Yeah.
Is what it comes down to. So yeah, I think that's a segment that we're going to work on going forward. Is getting a guest on each week, not for the whole thing, more than likely, but whether it's a driver or pit crew member, just somebody to pick their brain, see who they are, how they got here, how they're doing, type of thing, and go from there.
Yeah. Yeah. No, we've talked about it. We've got a list of people that we've talked about and talked to. So
Yeah.
we'll start getting those people on, and
I gotta
hopefully,
find out if they can get DAP points for coming on here. Because if they can, then my NASCAR media site credentials, we're gonna just get everybody's PR contact list and be like, hey, can they come on? Hey, can they come on?
I'm down. Let's
Yeah.
do it.
Because if they can, like, that would be an easy way to get people
Yeah.
come on. So we'll see. I guess I'll look into that and ask.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So we are off to Indianapolis this weekend. Truck Series on Friday night from IRP, which if you're in the area, absolutely go. I love going to that race.
Great race.
So much fun.
It's such a great race. I mean,
Great track.
it gives you Saturday night short track feels.
Oh, always.
Yeah.
And there should be an ARCA race before it, right?
Yeah. There is.
Yeah. Okay, so that's even better. You get double the bang for your money. The ARCA race is always actually pretty good there as well. Yeah.
Well, that's a stretch.
The last 2 years it's been good.
The front half of the ARCA
Yeah.
race.
The multi-class ARCA race with the fast cars is actually pretty good.
We got IMSA and ARCA.
It really is. Fun fact about IRP, if you've never been to it before, the parking lot is the grass field next to the racetrack and next to the drag strip, but there also used to be a road course on the property as well. You can drive part of that if you go out like the roundabout way to leave. So
See, I didn't know that because
Fun facts.
we actually pull in,
you go in the back way.
turn
Yeah.
1, turn 2.
Yeah. That's the easier way to get all of your things in and out. Yeah. So IRP on Friday night. I went to it last year. I honestly just don't know if I have time to get up there.
It's fun.
It's
love
fun,
it.
yeah. And then we got Xfinity at the big track on Saturday, 4:30 start time, I believe, on CW. Better hope it doesn't rain because that is going to bang that race quick. People forget Indianapolis is on Eastern Standard Time, so sun does not stay up as what is it right now? 8:44.
Yeah.
I would say you could not race right now, and they're further west than I am.
I think you could.
You think so?
Yeah. It's still sunny here.
Oh, it is also. We had a fun fact before I hopped on here. Tornado sirens were going off, so
Nice.
that's great. Between me and the city of Cincinnati, only a few miles, tornado.
Nice.
Yeah, so we dodged it.
Yeah, no, it's sunny here. But
All
you're
right.
a little more east than I am.
Yeah, I'm a little bit more east and more north.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, they could probably make it until about
Because Indy doesn't have
8:20-ish.
lights, does it?
No.
Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Why?
Tradition.
Screw tradition.
Oh, why are we starting at 4:30 is the real issue here.
No, the real issue is screw tradition.
We don't need lights at Indianapolis.
Is
Imagine-
IndyCar there this weekend?
No. They stopped doing that, thank God.
They did stop doing that?
Yeah.
Thank God.
I went to a doubleheader there of the Xfinity cars and the IndyCar series. First off, IndyCar series ran first. Between the IndyCar race and the Xfinity race, it's probably like an hour and a half, I think.
It was terrible.
It's the longest time.
Terrible because they're trying to get out, we're trying to get in, and they're a bunch of you-know-whats, and we are too, so we're just sitting there doing this the whole time.
The fact that they didn't just make them all exit out of one area and you guys all enter out of another area is bananas.
Again, it's racing. If
I know.
it makes sense, we're not doing it.
IndyCar should have exited at the end, pit out, because you can turn right there and go into the garage area right past the grandstand. They should have all pushed down there and gone in that way. You guys all should have gone through Gasoline Alley, and it would have been perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Let me run logistics.
Yeah. Let me know how that goes.
Yeah. I want to note, though, that after the IndyCar race, 70% of the crowd just left. Didn't stick around for the Xfinity Series race. If you wanted to sit somewhere for Xfinity, you had your pick of whatever mound and stand you wanted to go to.
Yep.
Yeah. It was not fun. I'm glad that they're back on the oval. Then we have the Cup Series on Sunday for the Brickyard 400. Back on the oval, 2 o'clock, I believe, on TNT. Kyle Larson trying to go back-to-back. Kyle Busch, can he pick up his third? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Or will it be a Chase Briscoe JGR win? They won at Pocono, similar to racetrack. We'll find out.
Who you got?
I am actually... You know what? He's feeling confident right now. I'm going to take the 9.
Are you?
I don't know if they have the speed necessarily to do it, but I do believe that they have the confidence back that we've seen the last few weeks, and I'm just going to take him.
Who you got Friday night?
Trucks here, Majeski. That's the easy pick.
That's the easy answer.
Yeah. Who are you taking?
Butterbean.
Oh, I forgot he's in the 07.
Give me Mr. Butterbean.
Does that mean LaJoie's in this race too? He's in the 7, right? Butterbean's is Butterbean the 7 or the 07?
07, I think.
Okay, so that means that they have somebody for the 7 car then? I don't know. Okay, that's not a bad choice. Should have won.
Don't get me started.
Should have won North Wilkesboro.
Don't you jackwagon.
I'm with you. Yeah, it's in the 07 with that BRC sponsorship. Okay, who are you taking on Saturday?
Nick Sanchez.
Ooh, drafting track.
Give me Nick Sanchez.
That's a good pick. I am going to take... You know what? I'm going to go with a first-timer. Sheldon Creed.
No.
Gets it done.
No, you're not. You're not going to curse him like that, are you?
Haas Factory team went to victory lane with Riley Herbst there last year. They got speed. I think they're going to get it done. Also, I'm going to go on a limb. I don't know if I'm going to go out on a limb here. I'm going to pick Daniel Dye for a top 5 as well. Very strong there last year.
I would say Daniel Dye before Sheldon Creed.
Winning the race?
Before Sheldon Creed, yes. Daniel Dye, I raced with Daniel last year in this race, and he kicked butt.
Yeah, he finished top 10, top 6.
That's with me. That's with me and messing up and screwing them.
Yeah, so we got all 3 series in action next week. The truck series, like I said, is Friday night. I don't think we have another bad truck series race until Watkins Glen, which is like a 5 p.m. Friday start time for them, which is dumb.
Give me the 12.
In the Xfinity series?
In
the Cup series? Blaney? Mm-hmm. All right. That's not a bad pick.
Also, give me Todd Gilliland top 5.
Oh,
Finished 6th here last year.
I will say hi to Todd pre-race on Sunday and tell him, hey, we picked you to finish top 5 and see what his response is.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yep.
I won't do that.
Can
I
we
guess
talk about the fact that Noah Gragson finished 10th or 9th here last year?
that is good. Had a good run going today until he didn't.
Until he didn't.
Yeah. Poor guy. All right. That's all I've got for the week. We will be back next week to talk about Indianapolis, everything that happens there, IRP. You can follow the podcast on TikTok at Closing Laps, on Twitter at Closing Laps _.
No, just at Closing Laps.
Just at Closing Laps. You're right. Sorry, I get that and your Full Send account mixed up.
At _Full Send.
_Full Send. And then you can follow me, of course, on Twitter and TikTok at BreakHard. At BreakHard Blog on Twitter, at BreakHard on TikTok. And we'll be back next week.